Countries have been found breaking their very own laws. They've been found to be working in unsafe conditions. And lastly, the worst types of child labor, forced labor, and child slavery, it still exists in the black market today. There's about 27 million kids doing that.
The world widely accepted the use of child labor in the 19th and 20th centuries, not even educating children to keep them down so they wouldn't understand that what was happening was wrong.
No matter where you go in life,
It still happens today.
somebody.
Child labor was widely accepted in the 1900s, and it has doubled in child laborers since then.
In a 2002 study done by the International Labor Organization, it was found that in today's world there are still 246 million child laborers.
I think it's really hard in this country to really think about child labor because we have strong laws against child labor, and so it's really difficult to understand what other countries have, that there still are no laws in other countries, and that there are still children that don't go to school, that don't learn a skill, that don't really have a future because they are working for no wages or just to put food on the table and really don't have a future.
Manufacturing. The mass production of soccer balls, iPads, and sportswear, among other things, for the use of people like us here in the United States.
Oh, stand by. Come on, stand by me. Yeah. Oh, when the sky that we look upon.
Agriculture. The cotton industry is just one of many, including the harvesting of cocoa beans, that still draws millions of children to work in terrible conditions. Mining. In Brazil and Colombia especially, children work in the mines digging for gold and coal. So what can you do to help?
You can join organizations like StopChildLabor.org. You can empower those around you by educating them. You can, if you become a worker, join a trade union. You can become part of the Fair and Free Trade movement, which is a movement to try to get governments to pass fair trade laws so that middle-class people get a steady income and their children don't have to work in order to support their family.
Thousands of kids die a year. Some ways we could stop it is join organizations, notify people, educate people, and just all around try to get the word out about child labor and tell people that they can help stop it.
We can help stop child labor by joining forces and supporting organizations that work to end child labor.
I think it's really important for us to pay attention to the companies that actually use child labor in other countries and boycott those companies. I was just shopping this weekend with my daughter, and she wanted to go to the Nike store because that's like the cool thing is to have all this Nike gear, and I just told her straight up I don't want to buy anything from Nike until they clean up their child labor record. And I think it's really important for a country like ours to set an example and set a tone for the rest of the world to say it's just absolutely unacceptable to have children in the world that don't have a future so that companies can make money.
Yeah.